From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Riley Fitzgerald.
Happy Thursday, everyone. Hope you're having an amazing day today. We're taking a live look outside right now in Richland through our Columbia Point Skycam. Let's get straight into our forecast. On the radar, once again, it's very dry and very clear so far this morning. Taking a look at our temperatures so far, also very cold out there. Pretty similar to what we were seeing yesterday. Some places, Yakima 25 degrees, Tri-Cities 29, Walla Walla 34. So it is on the colder side out there. Taking a look at our wind gusts now. Once again, not much wind on the forecast for today, so we don't have to worry about that. Our current air quality good in some places, Tri-Cities, Hermiston and Walla Walla, but otherwise pretty moderate around the region. We'll take a look at a smoke forecast right now, which is probably why we're seeing moderate across a lot of our region. So that's something to be aware of. We'll have all of your daily temperatures coming up in just a little bit on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, police responding to a scene in Ellensburg where a woman was yelling and waving her gun around while parked in her car. We have the details. And victory being claimed in the race for Washington governor. Who will succeed Inslee? Plus more updated local election results. And still ahead, Donald Trump heading back to the White House, what the president-elect has started working on already. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal. It is Thursday, November 7th. Happy Thursday. We're going to start your top stories off in Ellensburg. The Ellensburg Police Department says a woman was waving a gun around while parked in her car yesterday. Now, officers say it sent nearby businesses into lockdown, and this happened just after 9 a.m. in the 400 block of North Main Street. Witnesses say she was waving the gun around and yelling, so officers asked the stores nearby to either lock down or evacuate. EPD officers spoke with the woman, and after some time, they were able to convince her to put her gun away and surrender. They say the same woman was involved in another case out of Cle Elum earlier yesterday, but they did not specify what that case was about. And we'll update you once we get more information. Turning now to Richland, a man who goes by Camo Dave has been helping homeless people all across the Tri-Cities, providing them with hot food for the last several months. But Camo Dave is saying the city of Richland is forcing him to change the way that he does things, saying it's for safety reasons. And Camo Dave runs his operation out of a van wearing all camouflage, and it's a 501c3 nonprofit, and he tells us he was helping serve the homeless and less fortunate at Bateman Island, and now that it has to change, he has some thoughts on it.
I'm a little offset because we did have a meeting with Chris Waite, Parks Recreation Director, and the verbiage was not like what they're talking about now, all this damage and drug addicts, and it was, they wanted to know what our 5-year plan was. And I'd like a lot of people to realize that when they drove by Bateman's, that group of people that were down there eating, they weren't just homeless people, they were vets, they were seniors, they were low-income families would get off the bus, come down and eat.
For now, he will be serving cold meals in Columbia Park every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 3 to 5 p.m. And it's right at the end of Edison Street. He says he experienced homelessness shortly after COVID, but says he was able to recover. Camo Dave also hands out medical packs, which includes Narcan and other supplies. And this is a developing story, so Apple Valley News Now will be following up with the city of Richland for their comment on the situation, and you'll hear more from Camo Dave in the coming weeks. Now we are on your side with election coverage, and most Yakima County races are showing candidates with strong leads. But Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us there are still a couple of races that could change as more results come in.
The Yakima County Auditor says they're still counting ballots, especially those coming from ballot boxes in the Lower Valley. So there's still a chance that those initial results could change.
We had 2,600 people come through here and get a ballot, either first-time voters or replacements, which is almost 3 times what we had 4 years ago.
In initial results, voters showing strong support for incumbents. Kyle Curtis taking 59% of the vote for Yakima County Commissioner District 2, and LaDon Lindy taking 67% of the vote for District 3's County Commissioner.
Especially with just being one district, not not even the whole county. I mean, that's a super strong lead.
Voters also showing strong support for the Lower Valley Public Hospital District proposition, with 73% of voters saying yes. Voters likely rejecting the Toppenish Metropolitan Park District proposition, with 58% voting against it. And while initial results show the majority of voters supporting the Union Gap School District bond for safety improvements, which is sitting at 58% approval, it won't pass unless it can get to a 60% supermajority.
Most of these races look like they have, kind of clear leaders, and some you could even say are winning, but that's not what we focus on. We're just trying to make sure we get everything counted accurately.
We'll continue to keep you updated with the latest on those election results on our website, AppleValleyNewsNow.com. Reporting from the Yakima Newsroom, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Thank you, Emily. And now we'll look at the results from some of the Washington races, ones that we have been following for the past couple of months. Now, starting off with the race for Washington governor, Bob Ferguson declares victory after winning 56% of the vote. He released a statement yesterday thanking Congressman Dave Reichert, his opponent, for his years of public service. And he says, quote, "In the coming weeks, I will make announcements about the team I'm building to help lead Washington into 2025 and beyond." He also goes on to say, quote, "I'm looking forward to this opportunity and challenge." And with this, Ferguson ends his third term as Washington's Attorney General. And speaking of the Attorney General, we'll now look at the race for that. Republican challenger Pasco Mayor Pete Serrano lost to Nick Brown. Nick Brown will succeed Ferguson, who declared victory with 56% of the vote. Brown releasing a statement last night saying he will be the people's advocate and that he will always act in the interests of the people. Now, a tight race in the congressional 4th district. This race is closely separated by a few thousand votes. Incumbent Congressman Dan Newhouse is leading with 50% of the vote, but opponent Jared Sessler gaining some of the vote overnight, who's currently at 48%. And another race we've got our eye on is the state senator for Legislative District 14. This race has been a hot one, especially in the last few weeks. It's between incumbent Republican Curtis King and Democrat Maria Beltran. Curtis King has been in this role since 2007, and it looks like King is going to take this race, and these percentages are popular this morning. King currently winning with 56% of the vote. Beltran did make up some ground overnight, but she's still following with 44%. And looking at your initiatives that were on the ballot now, these 4 measures were brought forward by the group Let's Go Washington. Now, starting off by looking at the results for Initiative 2109, this is the repeal capital gains tax. If you voted yes, it means you don't want to be taxed. If you voted no, it means you want the tax to stay in place. And no votes are leading with 63% of the vote. Now to I-2117, this one will repeal the Climate Commitment Act. Voting yes means you want the act to go away, and voting no means you want it to stay. Another big response here, no votes are getting 62%. Now, Initiative 2124 is the opt-out of long-term services insurance program measure. So if you vote yes on this, it means you want people to choose if they want walk cares and not have it be deducted from your paycheck. And as of 2023, the tax rate was 58 cents per $100 of earnings. And if you vote no, that means you want walk cares to stay as it is, and no votes are leading with 55%. Lastly, I-2066 is the natural gas policies measure, which is an initiative deemed for the people. If you voted yes, it means you want homes and small businesses to keep natural gas services if chosen so, and this refers to things like your gas stoves. If you vote no, you want state and local governments to restrict the use of natural gases, and it's a close one with 51% voting yes to be given the freedom to use natural gas as much as you want. And we will be updating results as they come in, so make sure you stay up to date with us. It's all on our election page up on our website. Pull out your smartphone now, open up the camera, and hold it up to the QR code that's on your screen. Also, make sure to download our Apple Valley News Now app. Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, we have a follow-up on the THC candy that was found in a child's Halloween trick-or-treating stash. And this is after he was taken to the hospital for consuming it. Why local police are saying it didn't come from inside the state. And details are coming up, but first, Riley Fitzgerald will have your weather forecast. Keep it here. We'll be right back.
Ghirardelli Intense Dark. Bold. Rich. Intensely delicious dark chocolate. Ghirardelli Intense Dark. Makes life a bite better.
So what are you thinking?
I'm thinking
about our honeymoon.
What about Africa? Safari.
Hot air balloon ride.
Swim with elephants.
Wait, can we afford a safari?
Great question. Like everything, takes a little planning.
Or put the money towards a down payment
On a ranch
in Montana.
with horses.
Let's take a look at those scenarios.
JP Morgan Wealth Management has advisors in Chase branches and tools like Wealth Plan to help keep you on track. When you're planning for it all, the answer is JP Morgan Wealth Management.
This year, take the time to melt into your holiday moments with Lindor. Irresistibly smooth chocolate from the Lindt Master Chocolatier.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0% APR for up to 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
Here on the internet, you can pretend to be anything.
Like an elderly man's bank.
Or an expert plumber.
Don't trust the unfiltered internet. Angie has 30 years of experience finding the best pros.
Angie, job's done well.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
You don't just see it, you feel it.
I'm in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I am in.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
I'll be here.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Riley Fitzgerald.
Hey, we're taking a live look outside right now in Richland through our Columbia Point Skycam. Still very, very dark outside, so we'll get back to that one a little bit later on. On our day planner today, we are starting out sunny and very, very cool as the day continues. The clouds start to roll out towards the evening, and our temperatures get quite a bit warmer. So we're jumping up from the upper 20s, lower 30s, up to the upper 40s, lower 50s. So quite the raise in our temperatures. Let's take a closer look at exactly where these temperatures are. So lower 50s across the Cascades and Kittitas Valley into the Yakima Valley. We're going to be seeing lower 50s there and a lot of sunshine. In the lower Columbia Basin, mostly mid to lower 50s, and similar conditions in the Blue Foothills and the Blue Mountains, mid to lower 50s for your day today. Let's take a look at our temperatures for tonight. We're looking at clear and cool conditions and it's going to be very, very cold outside, so below freezing for many of us. Upper 20s, lower 30s across the evening tonight. Taking a look at our area-wide shower chances, very dry over the next couple of days, but hitting the weekend and beyond, that's when we're going to be seeing some shower chances, and I'll tell you more about those coming up in my full forecast, but for now I'll send it back to Jessica.
Thank you, Riley. In crime news this morning, the Kennewick Police Department is investigating a burglary after a travel trailer was seen blocking a part of West Columbia Drive. This is video from the victim involved. Police say on Monday night, thieves tried to steal this travel trailer from a nearby business. It appears the suspects did not understand how hitches work or how to tow a trailer, so they left empty-handed. However, the damage to the trailer is about $5,000, and we spoke to the owner who says he wants justice.
They just set it down onto a 2-inch ball that was too small, and they didn't hook any chains up. They didn't lift up any of the tongues or the jacks or anything. They didn't bring the slides in. They just tried to tow it out of there as fast as they could. And when they hit the street and the curb, The trailer bounced off of their truck, and they realized that it was not hooked up anymore.
The suspects were seen in a black older model Cadillac truck with updated rims. If you know anything, call KPD. Now to a follow-up on a story we first brought you yesterday of a child who was taken to the hospital after eating medicated THC candy that came from their trick-or-treating stash. Now the Richland Police Department says that candy has been confirmed to have been obtained outside of the young boy's home. The boy's parents discovered their son had consumed 600 milligrams of THC from Nerds gummy clusters, and that was marked as medicated. The department says it had to have been purchased outside of the state because of its packaging and also because it's above the THC limit for Washington.
Washington does not allow for marketing like this. The Washington Liquor and Cannabis Board has very tight restraints on how packages can be labeled and how it should not be and cannot be targeted towards kids. And they do check the local shops to make sure that they're in compliance with state law. They went and talked to the family to find out where they had been to ensure that this didn't come from within the home. There's no indications that the candy, the tainted candy, did come from within the home. So we did a canvass of the entire area, the route that they took on Halloween night.
This is still an ongoing investigation, and parents are urged to check all candy for unusual or suspicious items. RPD is also saying parents who trick-or-treated within the Meadows West neighborhood in South Richland should double-check their child's candy. Also, you can find their trick-or-treating route up on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com. Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, President-elect Donald Trump is back to work as he begins vetting potential candidates for his cabinet. We have your post-election recap after the break.
Got a craving you can't shake for sizzling, juicy, mouth goes ah. Flavor only Taco Time can deliver? Grab your all-new grilled steak burrito and quesadilla for a limited time. Craving? Sure. When you know what you want, anytime is Taco Time.
Save through Monday with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Pick up a copy in-store today. Federated Ordnance 9mm ammo is just $10.99. Find a hot price on a 6-pack of Clear Creek wool socks, now just $9.99. 5 pounds of Bob's Red Mill flour is just $2.99. Martinelli Sparkling Cider is 2 for $5. Plus save up to $8 on Bosch wiper blades. Members save more with our latest savings book at Bi-Mart.
When it comes to remodeling your bath, there's fact and there's fiction. Fiction, it's too expensive to remodel your bath. Fact, with Bath Fitter's hundreds of design options, you'll get the bath you want to fit your budget. Fiction, bath remodels take forever and tear the house apart. Fact, Bath Fitter installation takes just 1 day to fit your schedule. Get the bath that fits you. Bath Fitter, it just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
This winter, escape to the mountains of Leavenworth with Beaver Valley Lodge, where fresh snow blankets the world and adventure is just outside your door. From skiing Plain Valley ski trails to peaceful snowshoe trails, the choices are endless. After a day in the snow, return to Beaver Valley Lodge to warm up by the fire, sip hot cocoa, and let your worries melt away. Book your winter getaway today at Beaver Valley Lodge, where you come as a guest and leave as a friend.
Liberty Lawn and Saw Shop, your destination for outdoor power equipment. We offer a wide range of products from leading brands such as Exmark, Husqvarna, Echo, and Steel. Make your yard stand out with our range of professional-grade landscaping tools and equipment. We also provide a variety of services, including free pickup and delivery on deluxe services. Our team is committed to providing the best care for your outdoor equipment. Call us today or text us for faster service at 509-371-1477. Visit us in West Richland and at libertylawnandsawshop.com.
Now available at Taco Time, it's 3 for $7.
For a limited time at Taco Time.
Just $7 gets you 3 small Mexi fries.
Or 2 crisp tacos and 1 crisp bean burrito.
Or 2 crisp bean burritos and...
You get the point. It's 3 for $7 at Taco Time.
The sad story of Buck the Chimp. Apple Valley News Now, tonight at 6. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Riley Fitzgerald.
Happy Thursday, everyone. Hope you're having an amazing day today. We're taking a live look outside right now in Richland through our Columbia Point Skycam. Let's get right into our forecast. We're seeing mostly upper 20s, mid to lower 30s on the forecast, so it is very cold, kind of coat weather, so grab something to bundle up with on your way out of the door this morning. It's pretty cold out there. Our highs for today, we're going to be seeing mostly mid to lower 50s on the forecast, some upper 40s, but it's going to be nice jacket weather later on today, and some sunshines out there on the way today. Tonight, clear and cool, very, very cold outside, mostly upper 20s and lower 30s. So tonight, very similar to what we're seeing this morning. Heading right into the next slide. Let's see if it'll load. We're going to be seeing our futurecast. As the day rolls by from Thursday into Friday, we're going to be seeing a lot of cloud coverage come over the region, and that's going to hang out for Friday as well. So a very cloudy day later tonight and into tomorrow and heading into our weekend as well. Area-wide shower forecast we're going to be seeing this weekend has a chance of those showers, but especially Monday. We're seeing a big chance of showers coming on Monday, potentially Wednesday as well. In some of our areas, these are the 2 days, Monday, Wednesday, that the wind might pick up a little bit, but otherwise winds are staying on the low side around the region. For Saturday and Sunday rain chances, we're seeing rain around 1.5 to 2 inches in the Cascades, otherwise on the lower side. And then for Monday, Tuesday, pretty similar on the lower side for much of us, but it will potentially be showering on those days. Let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. For the Tri-Cities, we may potentially see a little bit of rain for this weekend, but most of it is happening, we're seeing on Monday. Overnight lows are very cool, but pick up as the storm chances start to pick up as well. 7-day forecast in the Yakima area. Again, shower chances start kind of this weekend, but especially on Monday. Temperatures are staying nice in the 50s all week, a little around average. Ellensburg, pretty similar as well. We're seeing 50% chance on Sunday for rain, but 70 on Monday. Overnight lows very, very cool. Hermiston, similar conditions to the Tri-Cities, 80% chance on Monday of showers. Taking a look quickly at Walla Walla, sunny for today and tomorrow, but then clouds pick up, rain chances pick up as well. Have a great day. Jessica?
Thank you, Riley. In political news this morning, President-elect Donald Trump is headed back to the White House. ABC News reports his team is starting to vet potential candidates for his cabinet as they work to fill roughly 4,000 government positions. Vice President Harris, meanwhile, has assured a peaceful transfer of power, calling it a fundamental principle of democracy. ABC's Christiane Cordero has the latest.
This morning, a new administration is in the works. Former President Trump will return to the White House with support from at least one chamber of Congress and a list of priorities. The country's deep division on full display when Vice President Harris addressed the nation at her alma mater of Howard University and conceded.
The outcome of this election is not what we wanted, not what we fought for, not what we voted for, but hear me when I say, the light of America's promise will always burn bright. As long as we never give up and as long as we keep fighting.
Before delivering her remarks, Harris said she called Trump to congratulate him.
I also told him that we will help him and his team with their transition, and that we will engage in a peaceful transfer of power.
A spokesman for the president-elect saying Trump acknowledged Vice President Harris on her strength, professionalism, and tenacity throughout the campaign, adding both leaders agreed on the importance of unifying the country. Trump and his team are now tasked with filling about 4,000 government positions, 1,200 requiring Senate confirmation. Sources tell ABC News Trump is starting to vet potential candidates for his cabinet. Some meetings were attended by Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who dropped out of the presidential race and backed Trump, and who Trump has vowed will have control of the public health system. Sources also say Trump is preparing a list of executive actions he could take on day one. He has pledged to bring down inflation, impose tariffs on foreign goods, and conduct the largest mass deportation in American history.
And every citizen, I will fight for you, for your family, and your future.
Now, President Biden has spoken with both Vice President Harris and President-elect Trump. He has remarks scheduled for 8 o'clock this morning. And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, there's controversy over the music from the movie Dune Part 2, why it may not be eligible for an Academy Award. Plus details released on the new season of Stranger Things. That's all coming up in your entertainment headlines.
Babe, the dryer is still not working. What are we gonna do with the holidays coming?
Swing into Fred's Appliance today for our Black Friday super sale and experience unbeatable deals on the largest selection of in-stock get-it-today inventory in our region. Like this GE front-load washer and dryer for only $6.99 each. These high-efficiency machines offer advanced features like steam cleaning and quick wash settings, making laundry less chore and more of a breeze. At Fred's, we sell appliances. Only appliances.
Attention pie lovers, get ready for a grand opening you won't want to miss. Pie Sharks is cutting the ribbon on November 8th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Enjoy a taste of our delicious mini pies, both sweet and savory. We have lots of flavors to choose from. Join us for special deals, free samples, and a whole lot of pie at 110 South 4th Avenue in Pasco. Pie Sharks, your go-to for pies. Big on flavor, mini in size. Take a bite.
Your lawn demands a lot out of you all summer long, but now you can demand a lot out of your equipment with the E-Force line from Echo. The max-out technology inside every Echo trimmer keeps it running so you can get the job done, and the long-lasting battery power that Echo provides will make your lawn the envy of the neighborhood. So what are you waiting for? See the complete line of Echo E-Force products at Liberty Lawn and Saw on Van Giesen in West Richland or online at libertylawnandsaw.com.
D-Lynn's Boutique is a lifestyle boutique that offers locally sourced and established brand items. We feature men's and women's styles with a fresh approach to your look. D-Lynn's Boutique brings style that is approachable yet unique, so you can look and feel your best no matter what room you are walking into. Our house brand, Life on the Water, is locally inspired, designed, and printed in Kennewick, Washington. D-Lynn's is located in the Marineland Plaza in Kennewick, next to the Village Bistro. You can also shop easily online at dlyns.com.
The Pacific Clinic is a health, sports, and medical campus in Kennewick now accepting new patients for primary care. We offer patient-specific solutions for physical, mental, and emotional health concerns. You'll receive quality one-on-one time with our medical professionals and experienced support team. Begin your new health plan with today's best technologies and facilities for the whole family. Play hard, live well at the PC. Call us at 509-783-5465 today.
A portion of the news is sponsored by Kubota.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In entertainment news, it's an Oscars controversy that's kicking off today's entertainment block.
And plus, if you're a fan of Stranger Things, the show that is, a teaser has been released for the new season. David Daniel has all of that in today's Hollywood Minute.
Warner Brothers is taking on the Motion Picture Academy over the score of Dune Part 2. Variety reports an independent review has questioned whether the music is eligible for Oscar consideration. Hans Zimmer's Part 2 score included elements of his music from 2021's Dune. And Academy rules say a sequel's score can't use more than 20% of themes and music from a previous film. We'll see what happens when the Academy announces this year's 20 shortlisted scores on December 17th. We have episode titles for the 5th and final season of Stranger Things. This title tease indicates the season will have 8 episodes, take place in the fall of 1987, about a year and a half after season 4, and debut on Netflix sometime next year.
Yeah, I mean, that was a selling point.
Richard Gere is heading to Spain. He and his wife, Alejandra Silva, are moving there to live closer to her relatives. They'll have some traveling money. They've just sold their 6-bedroom Connecticut home for nearly $11 million. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Boo, justice for Dune Part 2. I didn't know that was a rule.
I have a hot take about TV shows.
Ooh, I want to hear it.
I miss when shows were like 23 episodes.
Okay.
And now they're only
I have a hot take to that hot take.
6 to 8 episodes, yes.
I like that they're like 8 to 10 sometimes because when it was 20 to 22 episodes, there was a lot of useless plot.
I love the useless plot.
Really?
That's my favorite part.
I guess
don't care
really,
about the
really
conflict.
love a show, which is like 2 shows in the world, I love the useless plot, but otherwise, I don't know.
I love the meaningless day in your life.
We're on separate sides on this one.
I think we are.
Yeah. Oh well.
That's okay.
Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest at 5:30, 600 gallons of diesel spilled into the Columbia River. This after the derailment of some train cars. We have more details coming up in the next half hour, but first, here are your Tech Bites.
In today's Tech Bites, Canada is cracking down on TikTok. The country ordered the company to shut down its business in Canada, citing national security risks. The company's Chinese owner, ByteDance, must end its activities, but the app itself isn't banned. In April, President Biden signed a law giving ByteDance until January to find a non-Chinese buyer or be banned nationwide here in the U.S. TikTok is fighting both decisions in court. A new perk for Google TV users, the app now permits movies and shows to be shared with a link. If you are the recipient, the link will only work if the app is installed on your device. It also does not work on a computer. And finally, AT&T and tech startup VoltPost are bringing internet-connected EV charging lamp posts to the Detroit area and across Michigan. The connection helps VoltPost know when a station might be offline, and the stations are mounted on street lights. To anyone throwing shade at this idea, lighten up. Those are your Tech Bites. Have a great day.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first.
Okay, let's get going. Can everybody see that?
Like, you know, to check your desktop first before sharing your screen.
Oh, that is not the, oh, no. I don't know how that got in there. No, that,
Yeah, checking first is smart.
Okay, everybody get out.
So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Inez, let me ask you. You're using Head & Shoulders, right?
Only when I see flakes. Then I switch back to my regular shampoo.
You should use it every wash. Otherwise, the flakes will come back.
He's right, you know. Pat Mahomes washes a woman's hair.
Is that Tiny Troy?
The ingredients in Head & Shoulders keep the microbes that cause flakes that big.
Microbes? Really?
They're always on your scalp. But good news, there's no itchiness, dryness, or flakes down here.
I love Tiny Troy and his tiny, gorgeous hair.
Troy Polamalu.
Make every wash count.
And for stubborn dandruff, try Head & Shoulders Clinical Strength.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Riley Fitzgerald.
All right, Riley, we've had some nice weather, at least the past 2 days. Is it going to stay that way?
I think for today, it's going to stay that way. We're going to be seeing some sunshine, and then the clouds start to roll in kind of later tonight.
A nice day for like a walk, potentially. And I thought of that because we look like a tree today.
We do look like a tree today.
The leaves, and you're the
trunk.
The trunk, whatever it's called. I forgot for a second.
Perfect. And low wind for our trees today. Okay. So let's take a live look outside right now in Richland through the Columbia Point Sky Cam. Lots of trees out there, but we can't see them because it's still dark outside. Sunrise in just more than an hour. Let's take a look at our radar. We're not seeing any rain this morning. And heading into our temperatures for right now, it's very, very cold outside. But again, as we get a little later on, the temperatures are going to pick up. But this morning is coat weather. So don't forget the coat because we're seeing mid to upper 20s and mid to lower 30s right now on the forecast. So very, very chilly out there. Taking a look at our wind gusts, not too much wind to worry about. As I was saying, for those trees, we're not going to be dealing with much wind until possibly Monday at the earliest. Taking a look at our current air quality, we see a lot of this yellow going on. That's moderate air quality, green in the Tri-Cities, Hermiston, Walla Walla, but a lot of this moderate zone. And if we take a look why, we're seeing some smoke on the forecast. So that is something to be aware of if you're especially sensitive to any of those conditions. I'll tell you more about today's highs coming up in just a little bit, but for now, we'll send it back to Jessica.
Thank you, Riley. Now we start this half hour off in education-related news. So when you drop your kids off at school, you may catch yourself double checking if they have everything. Backpack check, homework check, hammer, measuring tape, check, I guess? Well, why these 2 items? Well, 2 local high schools are taking outdoor learning to a different level. Our Monique Ledesma has that story.
In this classroom, it's not the squeak of markers or the hum of a lecture you'll hear. John Marshall is a construction trades teacher for Pasco and Chiawana High School. This is what a day in his class looks and sounds like.
The idea is that we're going to show all these students every step and aspect of building a house. Every student is different, and some of these kids might never swing a hammer again in their life, but some of them might. They might make their living doing it, and they can make a good living doing it, and they can be they're employable. And it also creates a kind of a team atmosphere where, you know, some leaders emerge where you maybe thought they might not.
Getting the experience that I've never had before, or working with people that I've never thought I'd talk to or work with at the construction site, to be honest, and to be honest, I kind of like it working here.
Angel is in his junior year at Chiawana. He says taking this class not only helps him with nailing new career skills, but also drills into a personal relationship for him.
We were signing up for classes, and I seen construction, and I really wanted to try it out because I've always seen my dad do it, and he's always asked me for help, but I never knew. So now that I know a little bit, I kind of like it. This improved my relationship with my dad a lot because he's over here working on some stuff, and whatever he don't know, sometimes I know now, and that's what helps me out with him, because sometimes he gets confused and I just help him out a little bit more.
Angel says hands-on careers and life skills are fine tools when it comes to education.
To be honest, it's because some kids don't like sitting in the classroom the whole time, and they want to be out of school, hands-on, doing some stuff that they never thought they would be doing.
Marshall says this is the 25th home the Pasco School District will have helped build once it's finished up this upcoming May. Reporting in Pasco, Monique Ledesma, Apple Valley News Now.
Thank you, Monique. And once the house sells, some of the money goes back to the students through scholarships. This could be to attend a trade school, go to college, or even if they want to start their own construction company. Turning to environment news now, the Washington State Department of Ecology is monitoring an area of the Columbia River near Wallula. Now, this after some train cars derailed, spilling about 600 gallons of diesel into the water. The Union Pacific cars derailed after 3 a.m. yesterday, and the railroad is actively working to try and contain the fuel. The DOE sent officials to investigate early yesterday, and they say Union Pacific will continue to clean up and monitor the area. Making a difference now, the Tri-Cities Chaplaincy has been providing hospice care and grief support to the community for over 50 years, and community members gathered together to show their support back. More than 500 people met up at the Three Rivers Convention Center for a luncheon, and Apple Valley News Now's Dan Hansen takes us there.
Community togetherness, good stories, and good food. That was the message of today's Live Your Best Life fundraiser event.
We have been doing this event for several years as a breakfast. This is the first year that we decided to switch things up a little bit and try a lunch.
The Live Your Best Life lunch is a memorable experience, which featured a powerful program. Lori Jackson, the CEO of the Tri-Cities Chaplaincy, says this is more than just a fundraiser. It's a celebration of community. Jackson says events like this are crucial to keep the organization running.
We get some reimbursement through Medicare and through private insurance, but it doesn't cover the cost of all of the services that we provide.
Services including hospice, palliative care, grief support, and Corpse Place Kids Grief Center. Faith Martin, musician, teacher, contestant on The Golden Bachelor, and Tri-Cities resident for over 30 years, was the keynote speaker and spoke about her personal experience while encouraging people to live their best lives.
That's a different and unique journey for every single person, but the one way that we live our best life that we all are going to face is our end of life. So living our best life, oftentimes we're so wrapped up in the everyday of it all that we forget that down the road, that is something we're all going to need, whether it's for a loved one or ourselves included.
Martin says she loves the Tri-Cities community because even though people have different opinions, they still come together to help those in need. Jackson says she's honored Martin came to speak to the community today.
The fact that she would come and be so articulate about end of life and living your best life and helping people recognize that every breath matters, and so live life to its fullest no matter what. I'm just over the moon. I think she hit it out of the park.
You can visit the Tri-Cities Chaplaincy's website to make a donation, and I'll have that link posted on my article by the end of the newscast. Reporting in Kennewick, Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, we've been hearing a lot about people owning wild animals as pets, and a new documentary is shining light on people that own chimpanzees. Coming up, we have a preview on one of those chimps featured in the documentary, and get this, the chimp is from Pendleton. That story is after the break.
Judy Justice.
And I'm just getting started.
Today at 4 on Apple Valley News Now.
'Tis the season for a holiday shopping tradition. Custer's 29th annual Christmas Arts and Crafts Show this weekend at the Hapo Center in Pasco. Join us as 150 artisans from across the Northwest display and sell their fine art, handcrafts, and specialty foods. The variety and quality of work make this a must-see event. Single day admission, only $8. Tickets on sale now at CusterShows.com. Get creative with your holiday shopping at Custer's Christmas Arts and Crafts Show this weekend at the Hapo Center in Pasco.
Save now with Cascade Farm and Outdoors latest mailer. Watch for it in your mailbox or pick up a copy in store. Buy one, get one 50% off on all area jeans. Purina Laina 40-pound crumble or pellet feed is just $14.99. Dickies hooded flannel shirt jackets are $15 off. Save $20 on a Coleman 5-pound sleeping bag. Plus, all dog and cat canned food is 20% off. Store-wide savings are going on now at Cascade Farm and Outdoor.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Through December 31st, receive rebates up to $1,850 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
So what are you thinking?
I'm thinking about our honeymoon. What about Africa? Safari. Hot air balloon ride. Swim with elephants. Wait, can we afford a safari?
Great question. Like everything, takes a little planning.
Or put the money towards a down payment.
On a ranch?
In Montana?
With horses.
Let's take a look at those scenarios.
JP Morgan Wealth Management has advisors in Chase branches and tools like Wealth Plan to help keep you on track. When you're planning for it all, the answer is JP Morgan Wealth Management.
Ghirardelli Intense Dark. Bold. Rich. Intensely delicious dark chocolate. Ghirardelli Intense Dark. Makes life a bite better.
Look at all these happy wedding guests. I need you to come with me right now. Code Alpha.
This is all my fault.
Suspect is on the roof, requesting backup.
2 daring rescues.
Someone's gotta go down there.
1 new hero.
I can do it. I'm his big brother.
If we don't try this, we might not get to him in time.
911, all new tonight on ABC and stream on Hulu.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Riley Fitzgerald.
Happy Thursday, everyone. Hope you're having an amazing day today. We're taking a live look outside right now in Richland through our Columbia Point Skycam. Let's get right into our temperatures for today. On the forecast for today, we're starting off very, very cold. 28 in Ellensburg, 31 Yakima, 32 Tri-Cities, 35 and in Walla Walla and Hermiston. Very sunny today, sunny this afternoon, and as we get into the evening, some of the clouds start to roll in, starting on the west side, moving across the region. So cloudy into your day tomorrow, but let's take a look at our highs around the region today. So we're going to be seeing a lower 50s in the Cascades and the Kittitas Valley. In the Yakima Valley, lower 50s as well with that sunshine. Low wind today also across the entire region. We're seeing mid to lower 50s in the lower Columbia Columbia Basin and in the Blue Foothills and the Blue Mountains, we're seeing mid to lower 50s on the forecast. Lots of sunshine and once again, low wind for your day today. Taking a little peek at tonight, very, very cold. Upper 20s and lower 30s tonight. Very similar to what we're seeing this morning. So very, very cold out there. Let's take a look at a little sneak peek of what's coming up. We've got dry days today and tomorrow, but heading into the weekend, that's when some rain showers begin. We'll tell you all about it coming up in my full forecast, but for now, I'll send it back to Jessica.
Thank you, Riley. Now to an exclusive that you'll only see here on Apple Valley News Now. A documentary on HBO Max called Chimp Crazy has been trending recently, and it was created by the same people who brought you Tiger King. It follows a number of stories of humans owning chimpanzees as pets, and one of those chimps is from Northern Oregon in Pendleton. His name was Buck, and he was shot and killed by the Umatilla County Sheriff's Office back in 2021. And this after attacking the owner's daughter. And now PETA is actively working on new legislation that will prevent anyone from having a chimpanzee as a pet.
PETA warned officials that this was going to happen in Oregon, and 4 days after the Oregon Department of Agriculture issued Brajati a notice that she'd violated her permit conditions, Buck was dead. When you bring a chimpanzee into a private home, and that is tragedy.
Apple Valley News Now's Austin Reed has spent several weeks looking into this story, and coming up tonight, you'll get the full story and you'll hear from a local chimp sanctuary as well as the Umatilla County Sheriff's Office. Don't miss this special report. Again, it's tonight at 6 right here on Apple Valley News Now. Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, Governor Inslee is honoring the 2 pilots who lost their lives after their jet crashed near Mount Rainier. We have what he has directed the state to do. Details and more stories are coming up in your morning sprint, but first, Riley Fitzgerald will have your full weather forecast.
This holiday season, believe in the magic of the North Pole. As you set sail for a holiday adventure like no other, marvel over the stunning light display along the magical journey to meet Santa. Experience the magic that only happens on Lake Coeur d'Alene. Even the Grinch can't resist the holiday cheer. Book during Santa's Sneak Peek Week and enjoy 25% off tickets from November 15th to November 27th and discover the magic of the holiday season.
Workers and the families of deceased workers who worked at the Hanford site are now eligible for compensation for diseases and illnesses. This may be in addition to compensation already being received. Smart Law will be hosting a Hanford Workers' Compensation educational dinner at their Kennewick office Thursday, November 21st at 6 p.m. To register, call 509-735-5555. Dinner provided. Smart Law, smart choice.
At Consumer Reports, we've been testing products and advocating for consumers for over 80 years. Each year, we test thousands of products for safety, reliability, and performance. A product with high scores becomes CR recommended. You'll see CR recommended while shopping online and in stores. We buy all of the products we rate. No one can pay us to rate a product. Purchase a membership to Consumer Reports and get exclusive access to detailed ratings and reviews on CR.org and our mobile ratings app.
Senior living is more than just a home with Avamere at Englewood Heights. Experience the joys of life with engaging activities, delicious chef-prepared meals, and more to enhance your retirement.
We have beautiful landscaping, plenty of places to just hang out outside. We have this big, beautiful wraparound porch. A lot of people are scared when they move into assisted living that they're going to lose their independence, but it gives you your independence back. I'd love to show you around and help you with anything that you need.
Priest Lake in fall. Fly the Northwest Tuesday at 6. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Riley Fitzgerald.
Happy Thursday, everyone. Hope you're having an amazing day. A live look outside right now in Richland through the Columbia Point Skycam. Let's take a look at our weather right now. Temperatures are very cold on your way out the door this morning. Upper 20s, lower 30s right now. So grab the coat. It's going to be nicer later on, but today, this morning, very, very cold. Our highs for today, we're going to be seeing mid to lower 50s on the forecast all around the region. So it'll be nice with some sunshine, but this morning, very cold. Tonight also very cold, clear and cool conditions, but upper 20s, lower 30s. You'll need the jacket tonight as well. On our futurecast today, we're going to be seeing some clouds rolling in as the day gets a little later on, and as we get into Friday, those clouds kind of stick around also. So it's going to be a cloudy day tonight and tomorrow as well. Basically all throughout the day, cloudy conditions. Area-wide shower chances, dry today and tomorrow, but heading into the weekend and beyond that, we're going to be seeing some shower chances, 30 to 40% on Sunday. So let's take a look at what that might mean in terms of how much rainfall we're going to see. 1.5 to 2 inches in the Cascades, 1/4 to 1/2 inch in the Blue Mountains. Otherwise, on the lower side, below 1/4 inch of rain. In our extended forecast for rain on Monday, Tuesday, we're going to be seeing some rain chances as well. So that's something we're going to be keeping an eye out for. Let's take a look at our 7-day forecast in the Tri-Cities. Mostly cloudy for our weekend. Then those rain chances are more likely to start around Monday. Temperatures staying above average later on, starting into next week, but otherwise staying in the 50s. On our 7-day forecast for Yakima, shower chances mostly start Sunday, but are a little bit stronger on Monday. Overnight lows are staying cool in the 30s this week. Our best chance of wind is going to be Monday and Wednesday as those bigger storm systems come around. Ellensburg, Saturday looks cloudy, and then Monday is when we might see those shower chances. Hermiston, very similar. We've got cloud coverage through the weekend and then more likely chance of rain on Monday. And then heading into Walla Walla, very similar conditions in the 50s, very sunshiny today and tomorrow, but then clouds come out. Have a great day. I'll send it back to Jessica.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is now 5:52. It's time for your morning sprint in our 5 o'clock hour, starting off with the top 5 local stories you need to know this morning. First up, the Kennewick Police Department is investigating an attempted burglary of a travel trailer on West Columbia Drive. The suspects tried to steal it from a nearby business Monday night, but it appears they didn't know how to tow a trailer or how hitches work, so they left empty-handed, but the damage is about $5,000 and the owner wants justice. The suspects were seen in a black older model Cadillac truck with updated rims. Call KPD if you know anything. And victory has been declared in the race for Washington Governor. Bob Ferguson declared victory after winning 56% of the vote. He released a statement yesterday thanking Congressman opponent Dave Reichert for his years of public service. Reichert lost with 44%, and Ferguson will move on to the governor role after serving as Washington's Attorney General for 3 terms. And reminder, we are keeping an eye on all local election results. To find that coverage, you can pull out your smartphone, open up the camera, and hold it up to the QR code that's on your screen right now. It'll take you right to our elections page. And stay with us. We'll have a look at results again in our next hour. And Governor Inslee has directed that flags be lowered to half staff today to honor the lives of Lieutenant Commander Lindsay Evans and Lieutenant Serena Willman. These are the 2 naval aviators who died near Mount Rainier after their fighter jet crashed during a training mission. The West Richland Police Department's therapy dog Polar is up for a national award. Polar has been nominated for the annual First Responder Paws Therapy Dog Award. He's competing against 16 other therapy dogs and also a cat from across the country. If you want to see Polar win, go to applevalleynewsnow.com to vote for him. Now to your national headlines this morning. Firefighters are working to control a rapidly spreading wildfire in Southern California. The mountain fire sparked yesterday morning in Ventura County, and officials say it's now more than 10,000 acres and is at 0% containment. Many people have injuries and homes have been destroyed. Evacuation orders are in place for nearby residents. A military judge has ruled that the plea deals for the alleged 9/11 conspirators can move forward. The U.S. reached plea deals back in July with the alleged mastermind Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, as well as 2 other defendants. Days later, Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin tried to revoke the agreements. DAs called Secretary Austin's decision corrupt and that it violated the military's regulations. This ruling means the conspirators could be sentenced to life in prison and avoid death sentences. And President Biden is set to address the nation this morning. His remarks come after the 2024 presidential election results project Donald Trump victorious over Vice President Kamala Harris. Biden is slated to speak at 8 Pacific time from the White House Rose Garden. In your business news, President-elect Donald Trump's social media company stock is skyrocketing in the wake of his presidential victory. Trump Media and Technology Group, the owner of Truth Social, spiked 35% in pre-market trading. Yesterday's surge added about $1 billion to his portfolio. And NVIDIA is now the world's most valuable company. The artificial intelligence software company surpassed Apple with its market capitalization, growing by nearly 3%. And NVIDIA shares have nearly tripled so far this year. It saw explosive growth in 2023 when it emerged as the primary source of GPUs, which are used in the computers that power AI operations. And the Federal Reserve is expected to announce its latest interest rate decision today. The Fed kept rates at a 2-decade high for a year to rein in inflation. In September, they finally cut rates by 0.5 point. Inflation has been falling, but not as quickly as estimated. Meanwhile, the presidential election results and signs of a cooling labor market will likely impact the Fed's decision. In your sports news, the undefeated University of Oregon Ducks are the #1 football team in the country. They topped the College Football Playoff Committee's first edition of this season's rankings, and Ohio State, with its 1 loss, came in at #2, followed by the University of Georgia, which also had 1 loss. The committee is comprised of athletic directors, former coaches, former players, as well as a journalist, and they pick and rank the 25 best teams in the game for 6 weeks before determining which schools will be in the new 12-team playoff. All right, check this out. Travelers at New York's LaGuardia Airport got a furry 4-legged surprise Monday morning. You've seen this, haven't you?
I haven't seen this actually, so I'm excited
for you.
So it was a raccoon who fell from the ceiling near a Spirit Airlines gate. Poor thing. Aww. I'd be so scared. A video of the raccoon shows it clinging to a cable. This was shared on social media. An eyewitness says the raccoon fell and then ran around the area for a few minutes before crews were able to get it outside.
So Spirit Airlines issued a statement saying it's addressing the incident with the Professional Wildlife Control Company, and there were no injuries reported. I didn't know raccoons flew Spirit.
I was gonna say that's me in an airport, but
that's a lot of people. The plane lands and they're just immediately up running around.
Yep.
Please don't do that, anyone. Oh man. Well, coming up next on Good Morning Northwest at 6, we have an updated look at the results on some local races, plus a recap on the aftermath of the presidential election. Stay with us.
And I'll have your first alert weather forecast. We'll see you back here at 6 o'clock.